What's going on, everyone? I hope you're having a fantastic day today. It's been a while. It's been almost a year since I last posted. There's a lot of reasons. Life gets in the way, and it's not even life gets in the way. It makes it sound like I didn't enjoy it. Winter time came, and it's just a time where you just enjoy time with the family. We had some other stuff going on. And then the spring came, and my wife and I also own a wedding videography company, and so springtime and summer just takes off, so we had a lot of weddings, and so pretty much every single night, after you do the wedding, every single night of the week, you try to find some time for family. Then once the kids go to bed, like him, yeah? Raising your kids up right. So the kids go to bed, then you just edit for a few hours and you go to sleep. Then in the morning you go to work and you do your work stuff and you just start all over again. So life just gets busy. But it's that time of the year. It's getting to be the end of summer, beginning of fall. It's Labor Day today, and so it's time to really start planning for the fall lawn renovation and everything else that goes along with the fall, Halloween. We have a church event that we do every year called the Candy Trail, and I'm in charge of that. And so we plan on, we tell a Bible story and they walk through the woods and they get candy at each stop in the story in the woods. Instead of doing like the traditional church trunk or treat type of deal, we do this big sort of fall festival thing almost, but the big highlight is this Candy Trail, and I'm in charge of that. And so that's gonna be in the works. And then the other thing is, not only am I gonna continue my lawn renovation from last year, a little bit later today I will show what the lawn looks like 1 year ago from today. And it does look really good. There's still a lot of problem areas, but I expected that. But I'm also gonna be renovating my father-in-law's lawn. He's been living in his house for over 10 years. And he's a general contractor. So he did a lot of work on the house itself, but he's never really had a good front yard with that house. And so I'm gonna help him do that. And we're starting from the ground up. We're burning it down and starting from scratch. So I'm gonna show that process and what I do with my yard and everything else that goes on this time of year. So I think the last video I posted was the humic acid video, or cleaning your tank sprayer. I can't quite remember, there's a sprayer up there. So today it's more like I'm gonna clean the garage with the day off from work, so I'm gonna clean up the floor because it's just filthy, and then mow the grass later today, this evening, and that's when I'll also show you sort of what I'm doing in the yard and how the grass is looking. So it's time to get cleaning. Kids, never clean your lawnmower and then put it back in your garage when it's wet, because that happens. Some other things I did this spring is hung up my tools. One day those will both be replaced by gas powered, but for now the electric, battery operated, works just fine. Hung up my stuff, and then my wife got a bunch of these pallets. They're still over there, so I stole one to put all my tools up. And then I wasn't smart, and I screwed it in the wall, but left this one here, so I couldn't get to my breakers. So, measure once, cut twice. Okay, like that. Hold it, don't move it, so Daddy can put this stuff in here, okay? And dump it in the trash bag. Good job, bud. Okay. Try to get rid of a colored picture, and it's the end of the world. I tried to turn the light on, the light doesn't work. I need to put a new bulb in. Yep. Yeah, big and strong. done with the garage. Ate some lunch, wife came home, ate a little bit of lunch. She's now at the store grocery shopping, but I got a couple pieces of trash I gotta pick up over there from moving some of those boxes. Still gotta go through that stuff in a little bit, but overall, much better. Organized. That shelf over there, a little bit more. Cleaned up this whole side where the lawnmower goes. My lawn stuff is looking good. So who's ready to see my lawn? So it's been a little less than a year since I did the renovation on my yard. And now remember, my renovation, I did not treat for weeds at all. It was all just, I scalped it, and then I did an overseed and fertilizer and all that kind of good stuff. And then in the spring, I was supposed to put down my pre-emergent, but I missed it, so I did not put pre-emergent, so I have been battling weeds this year. But here is what my lawn looks like today. This is a faraway view of my lawn. This is the best to give you a wide view of it. Now, as you can see here, we are a little bit closer. This is the leftmost or northernmost portion. As you can tell here, I am battling crabgrass still. And this crabgrass is actually kind of funny because it's sort of just sitting on top. So loose, it's just sitting on top of. It's so high up. Actually, let's just try to pull it out right now. Let's just try to get down there and some stuff. Do have some thatch though. So here is, I am battling crabgrass, especially here along the curb, all the way down. Some dead patches, more crabgrass. I am battling crabgrass, but overall, I mean, I need to sharpen my blades. I do know that. I'm going to come through with a scarifier, dethatcher, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to do that this year. It's one of my plans this year. I'm not going to do the core aeration, but I'm going to try to thin this out just a little bit, get rid of some of the old stuff from the last 13 years this house, this lawn, or the soil's been here. But I mean, it looks pretty good. This was the problem area last year. If you recall last year, this was just a big, hard, rocky spot. And so I put some Scott's Patchmaster down and some seed. And it started off really good, but it did not do well over the summer. It just pulls up. Just pulls up. Look at that. Just pulls up. Might be some grub problem in here too, maybe not. But like I said, there is not a lot of soil. It is just a buildup of stuff. So that's got to be taken care of. More thinness. This whole area is just very thin. So the crabgrass is very strong here. This is much healthier. Just good, solid fescue. But it is in the need of a mow. The big problem I'm dealing with, I don't really have a remedy. I didn't put down, but it is this Bermuda. I'm also battling Bermuda. It is relegated to just this area. It is coming up that way just a little bit. I've been hesitant to put down that Bermuda killer because I know it's going to take multiple applications, and we're getting towards the end of the year. And I needed to do this when it was growing big time, but now it's still hot. If you're going to kill crabgrass, you need to do it, or I'm sorry, Bermuda grass, you need to do it while it's still actively growing. I may be losing that window, but now it's time for a mow. Before I go into my overseed, I need to lower my I need to lower my mower, slowly but surely. I've been cutting at 4 inches all year. I dropped it 1 notch on the Toro recycler. I'm gonna keep it on there for another mow. And then on Thursday, I'm gonna mow again. I'm gonna drop it another notch. So I think that goes from like 4 to 3.5 to 3. And then I'll keep it 3 for a few weeks until I'm ready to actually do the scalping and the overseeding. And then I'll drop it as low as it can go and really scalp the lawn to put my seed down. But maybe not all the way. But I also am doing a dethatch, and you need a nice short grass to make sure you get the active, really good dethatch. So anyway, let's get the mower out and start mowing. This is the boulevard, or the strip as I call it. As always, crabgrass. A lot of these areas. Now this, I haven't been able to, oh no I did. So when I did some raking, a big chunk pulled up, I think I removed it, and revealed grubs. So I've been raking it to get all this dead material off of there, reveal this. I do need to do a dethatch, so I will be doing that this fall, as I said before. But this area never really grew in as thick as the main yard. There were some really good patches here that felt really good on the feet. But you can see lots of weeds and crabgrass because it just wasn't as thick. Just wasn't as thick. More crabgrass and a lot more grubs here, or more grubs. Big reason this area didn't grow in, I can't find it now. Main reason this area didn't grow in is because that gutter, they buried it, and so it comes out here onto this main portion, and so when we've had big rains, it washed everything away. So on this side I have done a crabgrass killer, not Roundup, crabgrass killer. You can see when the leaves, crabgrass starts turning purple like that, then it's worked down into the root, so this is dying off, and that's throughout, especially over there. That part's dying really good. So crabgrass is going away. I also put down Scott's Grub-X, I think is what it's called, to take care of the grubs, and so I've been raking up these dead matted areas to build them back up, even though I'm going to scalp this area too, do the dethatch and overseed. I'm actually going to move that gutter either into the backyard, or I'm just going to reroute it onto the driveway and let it just go down the driveway. I don't care. Just don't want to wash away my seed. But anyway, so now, like I said, losing daylight, so I need to rake up some more of this dead area. I'm actually going to bag this area to get up all this dead material. But I need to rake up some more of it, and then I'm going to bag it, and then that will be it. So no more time wasting. All right, everyone, I'm not done. I just started mowing that side, but it's getting way too dark, so I'm just gonna have to leave you there. But just stay tuned. I've already started filming a couple other videos about the lawn renovation that I'm doing at my father-in-law's house. As I mentioned earlier, helping him renovate his entire front yard. The difference between what I'm doing there and what I did here is I did not start from scratch. Did not put Roundup on the yard and start from scratch. I just scalped it last year. But for his, we're putting Roundup and basically starting from the dirt and hoping to get a new lawn established. Man, the mosquitoes are out in full force. It's like I didn't spray for them at all this summer. But anyway, so just be on the lookout for that stuff. And other videos regarding my lawn, what I'm gonna do this fall, including a project I'm doing over here. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Even though I've been away for a little while, just be on the lookout for future content, and no promises on anything, but this is just something I really love doing, working in the yard, so I want to share that with you all. So anyway, I will see you all in the next one.